Romancing the Dungeon is intended for mature audiences, as this show contains adult themes. But not those kind of adult themes. Just some sensitive stuff that some audience members may find upsetting. Content warnings for specific episodes can be found in episode descriptions. You're listening to Romancing the Dungeon, a soft-core D&D podcast about heroes navigating their daily lives while looking for love in a world full of peril, monsters, and heartbreakers. Last time on Romancing the Dungeon.
This diary is intended for mature audiences, as these pages contain adult themes, like staying up past your bedtime, eating pastries for breakfast, and getting to go camping whenever I want. Dear Ajalia Steele, today is going to be a good day, and here's why. Because today I'm on my way to meet real, honest heroes. I left Galeshire late yesterday afternoon. I've gone ahead of the others, so I have a bit of time to drop in and have dinner with the Gregs. My route takes me along my favourite forest trail. I'm going to run the entire way. I think I can do it faster than last time. I already have a spot picked out for lunch. It's this beautiful overhang where the sun bathes the forest below and all you can see is sky for forever. If I make good time, I'll be at the Gregs by nightfall. Maybe it's them who keep trying to reach me on my sending stone. Although weird that they'd use a private number. If I'm being honest, I'm a little nervous about meeting these heroes. I tend to get overly hopeful with new people. Remember, you're you, and that's enough. They're just heroes. All you gotta do is be yourself. People love you. People like you. Some people like you. Some people have said they don't dislike you. I like you. Oh, hang on, that number's calling again. See, people call you. People want to chat with you.
This is a reverse call from Raz Greypurse of D8 Services.
Who?
To decline this call, press the pound key on your sending
Perfect,
stone.
pound key.
To accept this call, press the pound key on your sending stone.
Okay.
Hello there, Ajalia Steele.
Oh, hi.
My name is Raz Greypurse.
Nice to meet you, Ross.
Founder, CEO, and love wizard from D8 Services. Your recent fetching application to our dating services has been approved, and subsequent to the vetting fee, admin application fee, reading the script fee, and processing your fees fee, your membership status is pending. To continue with our services, and or to speak with a manager,
Oh, yes, if I could speak.
please answer the following questions. After the tone, provide basic background information.
So I think you have the wrong person. My name is Ajalia Steele, although my friends do call me AJ. I grew up in the Temple of Rogue, and I am a Night Scout of the city of Galeshire.
After this tone, provide a physical description.
Of me? I would say I'm of average height. I'm about 5'8", 5'9". More often than not, I'm seen in my uniform, the paisley blue and gold of Galeshire, and I am most recognised, I suppose, from the bow and quiver I carry around with me as I carry out my duties for the realm.
After this tone, offer 3 words that best sum up who you are.
Who is this? Hopeful, committed, curious.
And lastly, after this tone, what exactly are you hoping to get out of D8 Services?
Oh, nothing at all. I think you have the wrong... I suppose if I'm being honest, there has been a part of my life I found a little lacking and not fulfilled in. I'm more than happy in my job and I've got friends. It's just there's something else missing. I'm sure I'll find it.
A member of our team will be in touch shortly to discuss your application and or complaint. Yeah, right. Please note this call has been charged at 3 silver a second. The funds will be added to your client bill. Thank you. Good day.
If I'm being totally honest, and I want to be honest with you, I don't know who this is, so I don't know how you can help me. But it was nice to get the call. If I could leave feedback or survey for you, if that helps in your job, just let me know. 5 out of 5. Very satisfied. If 10 means satisfied, I'm a 10.
If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again. If you need help, hang up and then dial your office.
Ejalius, give me a Constitution saving throw at advantage.
All right. We'll take that 8 that went there. And let's find what my con is. 15 on the dice. If I'm adding stuff to that, it gives me a classic. 20. Unnatural.
Oh my god.
Ejalius, you're in another world right now. The bath is just, it's doing wonders for your muscles. The essential oils of lavender and bergamot, is that a little lemongrass? You're not quite certain, but it is. It's just, you're transplanted to a meadow of lavender, and you have kind of drifted off. You're not asleep, but it is that sort of like, I'm vastly unaware of things around me. To everybody else, it looks like you're dead or unconscious, but you are absolutely loving life right now.
You just can't beat a giant bath. He's not saying that out loud. It's just if the steam could catch thoughts.
It does. It's whimsical.
As everyone sees if he's in a bath, a naked man. There's no, he's not wearing trunks. This isn't like a public spa. And he floats like a little doll in circles slowly around. The smells of lemongrass might make you think he's being cooked, but no, he's just relaxing himself. And do I hear anything?
What's your passive perception?
Oh, it's 13, and I put that down by more than 5 if I'm so relaxed.
You are very relaxed. And Fia, as you draw closer, there is, you smell, you definitely, they're cooking something, because you can smell herbs. Mm-hmm. You can smell, is that lemongrass?
Oh no.
Is that blood?
Oh no.
And then you can hear very heavy, it's that stereotypical butcher, the thwack of the cleaver into the wooden block and the rattling of all the other instruments around them. And you can, they're obviously preparing whatever the giants are doing for their soup. They're preparing more further back.
Oh, shit. I turn around to the guys and I'm like, make a really face like, this is bad. Like, just really like, this is bad.
Telepathically, he's like, what are you saying? That wasn't very sneaky.
I am so tired right now. I am trying. I am looking ahead for all of you.
Okay.
This is bad. They're going to cook this dude.
Well, I figured he wasn't just floating in a pot for fun.
Obviously not, but now it's even more 100% that this is happening.
Relates to the rest. Probably being cooked.
Well, yeah, he's in a pot.
I know. He gestures proudly at Fia.
Keiko down there.
Okay, but are we helping or are we just gonna sneak on by?
Anyone else down there, Fia?
Can I look around?
From where you are, you have...
Have I got closer to see?
You have this looks... It's very... They've made some decorating decisions here in this chamber that are very odd.
Well, to be fair, Fia probably wouldn't know.
Fair enough. It looks like home. To everybody else, it's garbage. No, it kind of looks like a living room. It kind of looks like there's some really nice furs and throws. There's just a random tree in the corner. Half the branches have been kind of twisted around, kind of give it a bit of a kind of a conical shape. There's the fire pit. There's some little trinkets and ornaments kind of about the place. there's those several chambers that Hephaesta had described. There is one at the back that you can see quite clearly through, and you do see the figures or shadows almost of these giants, and they seem to be wrestling. Like they seem to be caught up in something.
I suppose I want to keep sneaking closer to the pot. I want to see if this guy is still alive in the pot.
You creep a little closer. It's a really nice pot. Like it's very, like, well crafted. It looks kind of expensive. Very odd shape, but a lot of the fragrances that you were smelling, aside from the blood, are coming out of this pot. Not as deep as you would imagine, like a soup saucepan would be, but maybe they're making a stock. Who knows? Man stock.
A little book of salt that's prepared, pours in.
You're close enough, Fia, that you can kind of look over the rim and get a better view of the naked man. Into the pot. It is it's a cloudy liquid, so it's obfuscating
Bits.
But you do see a human man lying there, eyes shut, not moving, just
I suppose quietly I reach a hand out to try pat his shoulder or something to get his attention, to see if he's alive, basically.
Yeah, I would say the moment a hand touches, it's like a hand straight on, being like, what? Hey. Sorry, hey. You shouldn't be here. How did you get here? Who are you? And I think in my panic, I'd probably pull.
Sexy.
Give me a strength saving throw, Fia, at disadvantage.
Because of the surprise?
Yeah.
And exhaustion.
Mm-hmm. I don't think save and throws, it's ability checks.
It is.
I didn't even have to say anything.
They're learning. They're learning. They're growing up.
7.
Yeah, Aegelius, it's that like training. It's that even when you're relaxed, you're on guard, and you don't even have a chance to kind of really take in who or what it is that touched you. You grab, pull, and straight away, Fia, you're off your feet and into it. It is lukewarm. It is very fragrant, and you just sort of scrambling around. You're soaked head to toe, and you're staring at this man.
Oh my god, did you have to do that? I was just trying to see if you're still alive. I mean, like you're in here in a cave with giants.
Yeah, it's okay to be in a cave with giants. That's pretty harsh, actually.
What do you mean?
Hold on a sec. Why are you blaming... I'm having a bath. You came up to me.
You look like you were boiling in a pot for dinner.
I don't know what you eat for dinner, but this is lavender, lemongrass, there's a little bit of salt. That does not go together.
Yes, it does.
Let's... Hold on. And I'm going to swim over to the edge, grab a towel, step out and be like, so, wait a second. And then for the first time, I think...
Fee's in the pot. Fee's in the pot, everyone. She's in the pot. Oh, the guy has left the pot. Oh.
The steam rises. It's a tiny amount of steam, but it's working. What are you doing here? Why are you...
We got sent by Littlehorn up here to deal with the giant problem. I don't know. I just did what I was told, I guess.
Why would Littlehorn want to deal with the giant problem? Giants aren't a problem.
They said they were. That's what they told us.
We better go speak to the giants then.
No,
AJ? Hey, sweetheart, is everything okay out there?
Yeah, all good here. Just going through some things.
Oh, it really warms Greg's heart and my heart that you feel so comfortable sharing. We're almost finished with the charcuterie board. We'll be right out. Why don't you dry off and we can sit down, we can talk about it, you can share your feelings.
Quick question. It's cool to bring someone for dinner, right?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Sweet, yeah. Do you want to have dinner?
I'm soaking wet.
Well, after you dry off.
Fuck off. Sophia gets out of the cauldron's like,
Oh, sorry, hold on. Here, use my jacket. And AJ looks around to find his clothes, which are neatly folded up beside the bath. There is a sort of dark paisley blue winter coat with nice sort of animal furs around it, which he picks up and goes, that's for, and he's looking away the entire time.
I'm still wearing clothes, it's fine.
I know, but it's water.
It's clinging.
And more for me. And he hands over his jacket and goes, you can change into this. And in terms of something else, do you have, surely you brought, if you're up in the mountain, you brought a spare pair of clothes. Where's your stuff?
It's in my backpack under this big fur coat that I'm wearing that also got dragged into the water.
Oh. Do you have anything in there that's like not waterproof?
No, but my friends might have something actually.
Friends?
Yeah, they're, and I kind of go back over to where they are up and I wave up at them.
Well, she's fucked it now. She's waving. We should probably go. Fia, you could just speak to me psychically, instead of waving at me.
I don't know who you've decided to actually link with at what time, so I'm not sure.
It was you. I was talking to you. Oh. I'm coming. Do you want us to come down?
Yes, please.
Okay, we're going down.
Sorry, I was just telling my friend in my head to come down.
You can talk to people in your head.
Well, just him. He kind of can invade your thoughts sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so how many friends do you have?
Three. Well, two of them are friends. One of them is a guy who's invaded my friend's body, so I have mixed feelings about that.
I don't know if you're joking, but if you're not, we can...
I wish I was. Unfortunately, yeah. Some old god put him into my friend's body, and now I just kind of have to cart him around with us. And honestly, I'd rather kick him out and get my friend back, but it's a whole mess.
Yeah, it seems...
Sorry, I'm just offloading on you.
That's okay. I'm going to shout into where food is being prepared. So 4 friends. It's cool to bring 4 friends for dinner. We might all be small. We don't need a lot.
Fair point. I mean, we did murder that mountain lion, so yeah, sure. There's more. Yeah, sweetie, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. You're host with the most. What does that apron say?
Can I understand
Greg.
the back and forth?
No, it's just these loud guttural.
I kind of back up a couple of steps.
So it's okay for you to stay for dinner.
Sure. Where can I change and dry my stuff?
Oh, well, here, or we can all give you space. So...
Do you have something I can use to dry myself as well? I don't want to use your coat.
Oh, that's fine. It's like, we'll just put it by the fire later.
Okay.
Use that, and... Actually, you know what? I'm going to run away.
I'm leaving. Fuck this podcast.
And go to the Greg's and say, do you have any spare towels?
The 2 Gregs turn around and they're just covered in blood. Like they're literally just covered. There's the corpse of several mountain creatures, lions, deers.
Lions, tigers, and bears.
No, just mountain lions, mountain deers,
Mountain goats.
mountain goats, and there is just.
Didn't make it through that year.
There's in front of them. There's a log. There's just a log with a load of meat on it and some cheese. They're kind of looking around and we can get you. Yeah, we've loads of blankets.
You don't do it. I'll go get them.
Okay.
Yeah, just tell me where.
Our bedroom. top of the press.
Okay.
You're probably going to need...
No problem.
Okay. Just fish around there. There's like some... When we moved in, there's like all these packing blankets. You can use those as towels.
Got it. Shoots off. Go find some blankets.
I just see this man running by just with a towel on.
Yeah.
One moment. And then come back with some towels there. And it starts small, but then because it's a giant towel, just unfolds into
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
do.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Dinner's in like 5 or 10.
Sweet. Is there somewhere, a corner I can duck around?
1 second. And I run and grab another big towel and turn around to everyone else and go, if we just hold all these corners, we could like create some sort of like safety net for your friend to change in. But we'll look the other way.
Who are you?
Actually, sorry, yeah, I never introduced...
Right. I am Night Scout Achilles Steele of the 1st Regiment. But seeing as you're not my squad and I like to make fast friends, you could just call me AJ. And you guys are, well, I'm not late. Was I meant to meet you earlier?
What?
I think I'm bringing you guys to Galeshire.
I'm Fia.
Yes.
This is Hephaesta. Mm-hmm. This is Kyle.
Cool.
And this is Ivan.
Oh, that's not the name we have on our list.
No, it wouldn't be.
No,
Okay.
that's the one I told you about.
Right.
Yeah, that used to be Nate. That's Nate's body, but Ivan.
Well, absolute pleasure to meet you all. Weird circumstances. I was meant to meet you in Littlehorn. Has someone sent you to get me? I said I'd only be like a day, or it has not been a day.
No.
Oh, look, you were busy being eaten.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
2 giants come out of a small, small, to them small chamber, covered head to toe in blood, kind of half wiping themselves off, carrying a log between them with various slabs and cuts of meat, very thinly sliced, like you could hold it up to the light and it might come through. It's practically translucent. Fierce amount of dips, some cheeses, breads.
You said 4, and there are 4 people here.
2 arms!
Oh yeah, to ye it's...
And they're covered in blood, like...
Ivan, Nate, Hephaesta, Fia, Splish, Kyle.
They kind of like, they're looking at you, AJ, like...
Greg.
Greg's.
They're doing that like...
Why are they covered in blood?
So you might know this, but when you hunt an animal and then prepare it for dinner, usually you have to sort of strip it of its insides first.
Yeah, you have to skin it and gut it, yeah.
Sometimes there's a little bit of, unless you're a magic user and you can sort of like zoom it away, it can get quite messy.
It's never been that messy when I did it.
He's not great at like the old artery. It's like, to be honest, it's quite funny. You should have been here. He was like, "Oh, make dinner," and then he was like, and Craig was like, "Ah!" The other was like, "Ah!" I needed to take a bath.
So that's why you were in the cauldron thing.
Yeah, just cleaning up. Because it might look like a splash on them, but boy, head to toe on me.
So quick side note that I learned from AJ. There seems to be... We seem to have been miscommunicated stuff from Littlehorn, because according to him, there's no problem with the giants.
I mean, I feel like the very big boulders crashing down in the city would say otherwise.
So there's... Right, that must have been what we heard last night.
Yeah, oh, God, it was just I was telling Greg, because I thought it was Greg snoring. Oh,
So he was telling Greg because he thought it was Greg snoring.
Okay.
He's like,
I love you, sweetie, but you are the worst.
and you just see one of the stone giants just punch the other one hard into the shoulder. Flakes of dust and like rocks come off his shoulder.
Anyway, long story short of it, it's not us.
So they love each other very much. And it's not them.
But
It's giantish is quite a long language, but essentially that was it.
But there's all the signs pointing to it being them. I mean, there was giant written on the rocks that were thrown into Littlehorn.
There was giant written on the rocks thrown into it.
And the language,
language.
the script.
Was in giantish.
Yes.
Giant or giantish?
Ooh, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't know.
Yeah.
You don't think it's...
Ugh.
And AJ points further up the mountain.
God?
Would it have been that thing you saw flying?
Could have been the thing I saw flying. Is there... They hardly have a pet budgie?
A pet budgie.
Very big one. Big flying.
Some big flying thing.
What direction was it flying?
Over our head about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's just in the clouds above.
So up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was flying up?
Oh, I couldn't see it was in the clouds above. The clouds were up.
Oh, typically. Although this one time. Well, it could be, if there's boulders flying down the mountain towards the town, this could have been a boulder.
Could have been a boulder in the sky, I guess.
Are they being rolled down the mountain?
We don't know. We only arrived when?
But we also
Yesterday?
didn't see any tracks coming. Well, they probably would have been snowed in.
The snowboarder said it just appeared.
Just for reference, the two Gregs are sitting down, legs crossed, and they've just pulled a little bit off the charcuterie board and are just listening, like very politely. Just
Also, I wouldn't mind changing.
Oh, right. We were supposed to hold up the
Yeah.
thing for.
What I'll do for the Gregs is I'll mind link with one of them so that everything I hear is being sent in giantish towards them. So at least there's a translator, but not in a
perfect.
interruptory way. The other one can go fuck themselves.
Other Greg.
I presume they're linked somehow.
Romantically.
Like one Greg is like Greg and the other one's Gregg.
Oh god, that would have made more sense. I went Greg and then Graig, Greg.
Oh, that's horrible.
Greg. Greg. It's Greg and Greg.
Great. That's awful.
All right, we'll take it off.
Oh, the Gregs look away.
Give me some privacy, Kyle. Thank you.
I'm not even.
Hold up the sheet, please.
I mean, technically you have true sight, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh
I'm just going to bang my head in the snow again.
no! So everyone else holds up the sheet, and Kyle just face plants into the snow.
Yeah, I just changed.
You change out of your wet clothes into the coat that AJ gave you.
Yeah.
The four of you, in what is, again, atypical for your lot at this stage and just fumbling into nonsense and disaster, you kind of... AJ is still wrapped in a towel, kind of mediating conversation between the giants and ye. What do they see fully? Or what, like, now with a kind of a chance, while everyone's kind of like sitting there kind of, well, you're standing there awkwardly holding up a sheet and the giants are like, oh yeah, the charcuterie board, it's great, Greg. Yeah, you've really put yourself into that rosemary. You really just needed the crap out of it. What do they see?
They see a man of sort of average to maybe slightly taller than average height, like not super tall, you would never describe him as tall, with sort of jet black hair, a little bit of stubble. He has heterochromia, so one of his eyes is green and one of his eyes is blue. There's a little kind of slit scar over the blue eye, and as he puts on a sort of very crisp white shirt with those sort of strings at the top, it's not buttons, it's just strings, and he puts it on, he goes to reach for his jacket, realizes, oh yeah, that's not there, and then puts on some sort of soldier's breeches. They are the same paisley blue and gold thread as his jacket, which is, you might recognize as the sort of the Galeshire Knights winter uniform, the thing that we use when we're exploring the lands in wintertime. And he slings over a quiver of arrows. He puts his bow just sort of strapped on his side, puts a little satchel there, and then he realizes, this is how I get dressed in the morning. I'm not going anywhere. He takes the quiver off and puts it in the corner and turns around, and that's AJ. That's him. You see a mistaken thing he got when he was a teenager as he's dressing, which just says Eugeleius, bro, on his back shoulder, but he regrets it.
Nice.
One time he got drunk, and
Nice.
they started making t-shirts in the town. It's more of an embarrassment than it is something he's proud of.
Alongside Icetown.
So yeah, I get changed. I keep the sheet or something wrapped around me, and then I put the jacket then on top of that to kind of cover myself up a little bit more, and then I go to line up kind of my stuff around the fire to start getting it to dry off.
So how do you all know AJ?
Oh, they're asking how we know each other. Well,
We don't.
we could lie to them.
Oh, that's not nice.
Oh no,
Mind link.
You just broke Greg's heart.
I'm kidding, Greg. It's a joke. We just met, but funny enough, I'm not mistaken. You're the heroes of Tezra, right?
Yes, that's us. Just like flips her hair.
Do you remember when I was saying I had to come to escort a group of heroes to Galeshire? And that's why I came early, actually, to pop into you guys, drop in some lemon poppy seed cakes, that kind of stuff. But these are them, which makes my job really easy, because they're here. We can just go squad. Once we get the squad, we can head back to Galeshire, which is a shame, because I was kind of hoping they'd be late. And
Well,
we
do have an issue to solve before we go.
Oh.
I have to murder Jim Jam Flim Flam.
No, that's not the issue.
you could try.
You've met
Many
him?
have.
Oh, Dan and Littlehorn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With his secret sack.
Oh, no.
It's a box.
I don't know if you should know this. Never dip into that.
Kyle lifts the bandages.
Right. We've never met, so is that from the sack?
Sure is.
Okay.
Sure is.
From the
It's not
jam.
even from the sack. It's the
from the
thing he
jam.
legitimately sells.
It's from the jam.
From the jam.
The giants are just smearing some of it onto the toast.
We can't really leave without solving the miscommunication between Littlehorn and the giants.
Right, yes.
You asked if the boulders were.
Coming down the hill from further up the hill.
Yeah.
What's his name? Oh, God, he's an absolute... Ugh. I don't want to speak ill of people, but this guy wakes up on the wrong side of the bed every morning, which is impossible, because his bed's beside a wall.
I'm sorry, I just realized what I called him, and...
That's it.
Benjamin Killer.
So the clue was in the name the whole time.
Benji.
And both Greg say it at the exact same time.
Ugh. It has to be.
It might be this cantankerous old fluke called Benjamin Killer. The name is sort of... I don't know if he's ever killed a man. Oh, well, yeah. Well, then it might be a nickname. So maybe we don't know his real name. But it's Nice Fest at the moment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Every year. I'm surprised they haven't sorted this out already. We could go up and just ask him to stop. And usually when asked nicely with a gift of some sort, he might. It's one of those things, like, I don't know if you guys own property, but if you ever build onto it, you kind of have to say to people around you, well, we're going to do this. And they don't have no needs to know, but they feel really offended if you don't. He's kind of one of those. So they forgot to go up at Nice Fest to say that it's in his honor or something like that.
Well, they fired him.
Yes, it's Nice Fest.
There were giants on some posters, and then they were covered by snow. Was I right? Was somebody just mad because they weren't the mascot anymore? Oh, I thought that was so stupid, but I'm so smart.
I'm not from here, so maybe, but...
Is he a giant too?
Is he a giant too?
Yeah, he's frost giant.
Right, yes.
Then what did you see flying?
I don't know, maybe a flying frost giant
Boulder.
or a boulder that he was chucking overhead. I don't think it wasn't on it didn't seem like it was on a downward arc.
And can I just ask these? So Greg and Greg are like your classic giant.
They are stone giants.
Okay, cool. And then frost giant, cool.
So Benji is a frost giant, which, as you can imagine, and hence in the name, gets a little frosty. The boulder you saw, I mean, he has to get them from somewhere. And if I had a giant boulder with a message on it, and the message wasn't received, well, I suppose the only option is to go down, get it, bring it back up. You're not going to drag it up. But you can just toss it up and then toss it back down. Like bowling. Do you guys bowl?
No.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Any good?
Like a 287.
Wow.
Yeah, getting there.
That's really good.
Thank you.
We should, when we're in Galeshire, there's this little alley.
Oh.
It's just between these two buildings. And we can bowl there.
Let's do it.
Yeah, nice. All right. You guys want to, just a friendly game. We don't have to put a wager on it.
I miss Nate.
Yeah.
Nate didn't like sports.
Bowling's more of a...
Nate didn't shred powder.
Well, get used to it, bucko.
But Nate did flirt with every person or creature that came along. So that kind of still tracks a little bit.
Not flirting, this is just being
They're
bucko.
broing out.
That's
Hey, AJ. Are your friends always this dramatic?
Yes.
Oh, loving it.
Yeah. There's a lot. Did I mention that this guy Ivan isn't really this guy Ivan?
Shut the front door.
This guy Nate.
Shut the front door, AJ.
I'm so glad I taught you that because you just had enough.
For everything.
It's such a good phrase, right?
We don't even have a door.
No, you can just say it whenever you want.
Other Greg rolls his eyes.
Maybe I'll see if they'll stay for dinner. They might want to just get this. Heroes are pretty up and at 'em. Any hero I've met, they're straight to the point. They never dilly-dally around. They're the more they can get done, the more they can earn. Me, I like my down days. But these guys, I'm going to just check if they want to continue on up the mountain tonight or...
While he's chatting, I'm saying to Kyle, I'm so tired. I'm so...
You sleepy baby?
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
sleepy baby.
All my clothes
AJ,
are wet.
So, AJ, I think we should really start making a move right now.
So I suggest maybe we feast up. To arms, as you said earlier. I'm very excited for dinner, I can see.
Yep. That's what that was. Fia's a sleepy baby is the only thing.
Okay.
I need my 4 hours.
Well, yeah, don't we all? So, midnight excursion. We could leave at the crack of dawn.
Oh.
I could use a nap.
I would say with every passing minute, that's another opportunity for Benjamin Killer to attack the town that we are
He's
supposed
just
to be
throwing some
saving.
big rocks.
What was the damage like? He's not great at aim, but hey.
It just seemed kind of land all over the streets, blocking a few house doors.
Don't
No
think
casualties.
anyone's dead.
No.
They didn't mention
it
any of
really
that.
is just a gamble. It could land on a small child or orphanage
Yeah,
or a
could.
cat sanctuary.
Do you know what Ivan come
Not
up?
a cat sanctuary.
Never mind the first two things. What did you say?
But I need a snack. And a nap.
Sorry, we are dealing with children here, so maybe we should give them a... do we have sippy cups?
Heffy needs
or-
nummies.
And you're not certain which, because if the boulder was going up, he's probably done for
The boulder wasn't going up. What is this? The boulder wasn't going up.
I didn't see it. I'm just wondering, direction-wise, northeast, southwest.
I wasn't keeping track.
Was it in the direction of the town, or which direction was it flying?
You can't say.
To be fair, he did think it was just a big budgie, so I don't know if we should be relying on Kyle.
Well, I was kind of joking about.
I think we can figure this out. Which direction were you standing? Were you facing the entrance to the cave?
I was looking down the steps.
Right. And did it go whoosh over, or whoosh to the side, or whoosh behind? Did you feel pushed forward or swept back?
Use your words.
I felt like I.
Good boy.
I don't understand why I don't know isn't an appropriate answer here. I'm not sure why am I being pushed on this?
It's okay.
A bowl of like dried fruit is nudged across to you, Kyle, by Greg.
Thank you, Greg.
He's not usually this. Well, he is cranky in the mornings, but
I don't know. I said I don't know. What's wrong with not knowing
Children at
things?
stake.
And cats.
And cat children.
Not really a cat.
plus he got
man.
cursed too, and he's afraid
did
his
get
head's going to
cursed.
blow up.
I nearly killed Heffy with my head.
Yeah.
With my head on.
Wow.
Do it.
It's okay. I use my healing hands and it's fine. Little thing called aftercare.
Well, it's not a decision I'm... who's the leader? Do you guys have a leader?
No.
Yes.
But it's definitely
yeah.
me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hephaesta?
Yeah.
Your call.
Yeah, no, we're going to eat and take a nap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go up top to the mountain, so I will see you there.
Yeah, good luck with that.
We really do need that body in one piece, fella.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess you're going to have to follow me along then.
Oh.
Well, at least take like some meats with you.
Oh, of course, yes.
Ivan, please, can we just rest tonight and we'll all go and deal with this tomorrow morning? Please.
Discretion is the better part of valor. You don't necessarily want a bunch of sleepy beepies on your hands when you're going to battle, do you?
I'll tell you what, there are people at risk. We'll take the next 4 hours, and then we need to be off.
Ivan, if I asked the Gregs to go on our behalf after dinner, would that put your mind at ease? They can talk mano a mano, or in their case, mano a mano.
If it's not too much trouble for them. Just again, I just would like to reiterate to my own party here, we were sent to fulfill a task. There are people in danger, and they're being quite selfish.
But the task was wrong.
It's a compelling point, but I do respect your commitment to the mission. So let me just check. Gregs, these guys aren't going to rest easy until they know the town is safe. And I think,
You can have inspiration.
Greg's like, mountain lion.
Kill it.
and I know you and Littlehorn have had your differences, but I can go with you. After dinner, could we call in to Benji and just maybe for a while tell him to cool down on the festivity interruptions? And I can say to him, because I know the mayor, that maybe I could have a good word to reinstate him as the figurehead of the festival in a position that means he gets all the power and none of the responsibilities, therefore he does not need to be involved in the festival. Just sort of celebrated throughout the town.
The Gregs look at each other, and I never really gave y'all a description of them. They're both made of limestone. Like they don't look the same. Greg has kind of a top knot of moss and wild grass growing out the top of his head, and he has slightly limestoney colored eyes. Greg has shaved moss at the side of his head, and he's a little bit more stout than his husband, other Greg. They're of similar height. They're about 16 feet tall each. But Greg has like an inch on other Greg. They look at each other, both kind of grimace. Give me a persuasion roll, AJ.
Sure thing. Unnatural 20 again. And I know podcast listeners, you think he's fudging this die. It's right here. Everyone can see. Same roll twice in a row.
Okay, AJ, we're going to level with you. We are going to be totally honest with you. That's not really going to work for Greg or me.
Yeah, you're right. It's too much.
Well, it's just that we dumped Benji last year, and he didn't take that very well. Hence the whole living in a much smaller house. You know, it was easier to leave that behind and start afresh. He's a mess.
Well, it sounds like he just needs a friend.
The man needs a therapist.
You can be friends with your therapist.
No, that is... AJ, we've told you, no, AJ, that is not healthy. There needs to be boundaries.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Why I never pay?
They both look at each other and go,
I assume based on the... Well, 3 of them are asleep. They're staying, then.
Yes, sorry. I know you're very particular about your home. I promise I will make this up to you. I will be back. As soon as I finish this, I got a little bit of... I can ask for a little bit of time away. And I'll tell you what. I think Galeshire are putting on a production of... Who is that guy? You guys love him. His plays are so funny. A bit crude, but so funny. There was that one where, like, someone was very fond of a flatulent woman. Lady Windy Rear's fan. Who is that guy? Oh, it goes over my head, but...
Billy and Rattlesnake?
Oscar Owlbear Wilde.
thank you.
Oscar Wilde Bear Owl.
They look at each other.
Front row.
Mm-hmm.
I go backstage.
Mm-hmm.
And our complete collection is signed.
Okay, front row means I need to buy out the entire auditorium. Because even pillared tickets are a discount. But the rest, you know what? Yes, I can do that for you if it's okay that they stay for an evening. And I'll take you out to 10.
Oh, and then it's a date.
And then other Greg elbows Greg.
A friend date.
Afraid.
Afraid. Rolls right off the tongue. They can take the couch. They already have, and I suppose we can pack up the charcuterie board if they need some supplies, rations.
I mean, they're adventurers. They've obviously come prepared.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they have. I'm sure these 4 individuals are perfect. Perfect.
Take psychic damage.
And shorter Greg is kind of gritting his teeth a little bit.
I don't really know if you want to bring them up to Benji.
Do you think I should go while they're sleeping?
I mean, you are very good at what you do.
And what I do ain't pretty.
But you are.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind. You guys are looking great too, by the way.
I mean, if they're gonna, like, are they gonna talk to him? Are they gonna... him?
I don't know. Based on the reports I've learned about them, it's a little bit of both. It starts with one and then ends with the other. So maybe I should have a word with them. It could be a nice surprise. I'm so sorry, Ivan. We've just been grunting at each other the entire time. You're still awake.
No, you're fine.
I am as well. I haven't gone to sleep yet.
Oh, I'm so sorry for you. We're just grunting at each other.
It's okay.
But I am working on something that might help you. I can go talk to the man upstairs on your behalf.
By yourself?
Oh, it'll be fine.
I can go with you.
Oh, you don't need to. Enjoy the meats.
I'll be fine, thank you. We'll let the children get their nap time in, and we'll see to business.
I'll go too.
Do they all sleep for 4 hours as well?
No, just me.
Okay. So maybe if we're fast enough, we can get back in time, and we'll just time it so that you get your 4 when they wake up from their, 16? I don't know what people...
I'm not usually sure. Hephaesta loves sleep.
Okay.
So when we used to do watch, she'd be the hardest one to try and wake up to, take over her time and stuff. But Yeah.
It must mean she's so focused during the day. But we could time it, right? Job done. Go up, chat to the guy. I'm sure he'll be willing to talk. Maybe.
Let's hope so.
Hope.
Positive attitude.
Ivan, you in?
Yes.
Fia,
Great.
you're in?
Yeah.
You don't need sleep?
I'll be fine once I get my 4 hours. I'll be okay.
Okay. And, well, these guys seem to be all tuckered out, so just sort of push a little blanket of them, a little kiss on the forehead.
Can I check my clothes if they dried up a bit? Because I'm not going to go out in a sheet and a jacket.
The first time.
Walk of pride, my friend, a walk of pride. They are getting dry, but they are not dry. It hasn't been that long.
Okay. I'm still going to put back on what I can. I'm not going to put back on the furs. I'll put back on the leg warmers, my usual, just what I usually wear. Leave the fur there to dry and stuff.
Sure.
Can any of your friends do the whoosh thing? It's like real simple magic, but it blows my mind.
I never asked, and I don't want to wake either of them up. I'm not sure what they're like being woken up.
I'm not particularly sure what you mean by whoosh whoosh.
Like cleans things up, makes it smell nice, dries things off. Like it's like a cleaning spell.
No.
Okay.
It's fine. I'll be fine.
It's prestidigitation. You're so loud. You're so fucking loud.
Sorry. Can you do it though, Kyle?
Nope.
Oh, there you go. That's fine.
Great.
Like lying face down, he whips up a firebolt and he's like, how's that for drying it off?
It's fine. Thank you. Go sleep.
You shouldn't go out in wet clothes.
No, I'll be fine.
No, absolutely. You'll catch a cold.
No, I have these. These are leg warmers still keep me fine.
Yeah, but when they're wet, they're not leg warmers. They're
But they have magic in them where it's like it keeps me at the perfect temperature.
Oh wow! Even when wet.
I think so. Yeah. We'll see.
Just in case, I have spare clothes.
Okay. All right. That's fair. That's fair.
I'll go get my Galeshire Academy sweater, my Galeshire Academy running shorts.
He's already given her his
and hand them over and go, these should at least keep you warm
Okay.
out there because you don't look like you get a lot of sun. And it's nice.
I try to avoid it. Like it was one thing. It was just always about making sure I don't get burned and stuff. Keeping the skin tone youthful as possible if I can.
Do you need clothes?
No, time is ticking though. So
Right.
Okay. So I run off, change into that. I keep the leg warmers though.
The entire time the Gregs have just been kind of watching this play out a
It's like little ants running around for them.
A smidge, yeah. And Short Greg kind of has, as you're kind of getting ready to head out.
AJ, we have a little something. We were hoping to maybe talk to you about our business plan, get some solid advice. You always tell the truth, and look, that can wait. That's fine. Obviously, your friends have a thing to do, and that's fine. And we'll just be forgotten about.
And Greg just elbows him.
So we're retired, as you know. We've settled down, and we have a little bit of stock left over from the shop. So we can't send you up to Benji without, something. So.
And he reaches down in under the sofa and he pulls out. Well, to him, it's like a jewelry box. To the rest of you, it's a huge chest, and it rattles very loudly. Hephaesta and Kyle, it's like someone just taken a bag of rocks and just rattled it next to your heads. He pops open the top of it and lunges around. AJ, Ivan, and Fia, give me a roll of a D20.
Hey, twins.
6.
3.
Okay, so
They each get an end of a piece of spaghetti.
No, he hands you, again, to him, it's like a lovely little charm you'd hang on a bracelet. To the pair of you, it's a piece of slate, a very big piece of slate that has a rune carved onto it. The both of you get a matching rune. You recognize it, AJ, as giantish. It's a giant rune. Literally, because it's a very big rune also. It's in giant. It's the shield rune. Ivan, you've drawn the king rune. Sorry, I said drawn. He hands you the king rune. Again, it's a big piece of rock with a symbol scratched into it. It swirls and dots.
They're old. And that's not where we haven't. We're not offloading our crap. But they should be good for maybe a charge. If not, you could just chuck it really hard.
Wow, okay. And you want us to give these to Benji?
Oh no, you'll need those to protect yourselves from Benji. This is the worst idea you've ever had, AJ. And I remember the time you gave yourself bangs.
Well, we all do. Look, we all go through a bangs phase. So,
and other Craig just kind of fixes his little top knot.
You don't think... Look, it's a bad idea.
Terrible.
But a worse idea is leaving those people unprotected down in that den.
Oh, well, I mean, they won't let us have a stall there. But look...
You're retired.
We want to do displays. Just artistic... You know, you never really retire. Just like to show off.
You guys need to give yourselves a break. You've earned this. Just relax.
But who are we if we don't work? AJ, who are we if we... No, we're not getting into this, Grave. We're not getting into it. Not for the company.
And again, all of you are hearing... and they're pushing and shoving each other affectionately to you, AJ. Everyone else, it's horrifically violent. It's two rocks smashing against each other.
How's that sleep going, guys?
Kyle is just staring at the floor. He does take a second to make a link with Fia and is like, it's only lasting for 7 minutes, so if anything goes immediately wrong, let me know. Otherwise, I'll be asleep.
Okay.
I think.
I hope your head doesn't explode.
Yeah, you and me both, babe.
With that, and the Gregs now kind of trying to put their marital problems to one side, AJ, Ivan, and Fia, with your rocks and your packs, are you heading off up the mountain to deal with Benji?
Unfortunately.
Yeah. A party of 3 versus a frost giant.
A flying frost giant, apparently.
He flies through the sky.
The 3 of you set off. And the Gregs follow you out. Again, their footsteps rattle and boom throughout the cave. Hephaesta and Kyle. Sleep is not easy. Mm-hmm. They wave you off as you trek out, and that snowstorm has fully hit the mountain. And when you start to climb the steps up out of the shelter that you had from the cave and the ridge overhead, it is just pelting you. Fia, you don't feel the cold, but it doesn't mean you don't feel the wind slapping against you, and it is deathly hard to hear anything, let alone see in front of you.
So while when we've just stepped out, I'm gonna talk back to Kyle. It's like, are you sure you don't want to come along? Because I think this is actually gonna be a lot tougher than we think it's gonna be.
Honestly, I'm not that tired. I just kind of wanted to sit down. But I did nearly kill Heffy. He just glances over in her direction there. You awake?
A little bit.
Fia wants to know if we want to go.
What's it like out there?
What's it like out there, Fia?
The weather's got worse.
Would you say brisk?
Beyond brisk.
Oh.
And I know that's not very enticing, but I feel like the more of us together, the better.
But then we'd be doing what Ivan wants us to do.
I don't think he's... Here's the problem. I don't think he's giving us a choice, and we still, unfortunately, need to keep that body safe.
Or we knock him out and have ourselves asleep.
Well, you should have done that before we left here. Just please come and help. Please.
Okay, stop. I'm cutting this off.
No. Come on, please.
The person you have called. Please try again.
He gets up. He steps up towards Hephaesta and he's like, honey, Honey, we have to go. We have to go. Fia's being difficult. We have to go. I know you're tired. I know I nearly killed you. I know.
You almost killed me.
Yeah, I did. Come on. Well, I'm leaving, and you can stay here with the giants. No, you can stay here with the giants. I'm going to go.
Come back. I follow him, but I'm like dragging my feet, and my head is hanging, and my arms are hanging. And I'm
Kyle takes a giant slice of meat.
Giant piece of slab.
He's got to sail up the mountain.
I've kind of
wrap around yourself for warmth.
I kind of grab these two to stop them, to let them know that the others are following.
Outside, again, Kyle and Hephaesta, you step out and it's just a wham. It hits you. George Michael's there and there's a full performance. No, it's the cold hits you straight away. The warmth of the cave, the food, the aroma of lemongrass, all of it is just frozen away. Your skin stings, your eyes sting, you're tired, your bones feel heavy, your clothes feel heavy, your muscles are sore, and there's a mountain to fucking climb. And as you trundle out, kind of trying to bury yourselves inside your clothes away from the cold, a little way up the steps you see 3 figures kind of huddled down. That AJ fella leading Fia and Ivan in the rear. And when they catch eyes, they press on, and you think maybe somebody said something. You think you saw maybe Fia try to say something, but the wind is just screaming in all of your ears, and you press on. AJ leads the pack up the mountains, back up onto that little plateau with the stone paths. The campfire is buried under snow. You are pelted by sheets of snowflakes, hailstones, and that weird kind of like not snow, not rain, sleet, stingy stuff that just catches and clings.
Good choice, Ivan. Good choice.
It is taxing. It is tiresome. This hero shit is not what it's all sewn up to be. But nevertheless, you press on. AJ seems completely and totally unfazed by it. Like, it's just...
Into the unknown. Oh, I wasn't in tune. Don't worry.
It feels like it's been hours. You're barely seeing the light emanating from the torches in front of you. You can hear the occasional flapping of a flag. Loads of red flags up here too, everybody, but hell, we're pressing on. And just as it feels like the mountain is just growing, you come to a ridge, and there's a drop, and at the very bottom of it, looking up at you menacingly, you see torn out of the mountain the entrance to Benji's lair, almost like a skull, menacingly snarling up at you, the wind howling out of its mouth. And we cut back to the Gregs, and as they're clearing up the charcuterie board in the bath, Greg turns to Greg and just says,
I never told you about Twinkle.
And we'll leave the episode there.
Oh, hello, Twinkle.
This was Romancing the Dungeon. You've been listening to Amber as Hephaesta, Sam as Ivan now, Louise as Fia, James as Kyle, and a big frickin' thank you to our special guest, Ben, as Ajalius Steele. Ben is from probably... Actually, there's no probably. Ben is from a better show called Homebrew Quest, and you guys should check them out on social media. You should check them out on YouTube every second Tuesday, 8 p.m. ish. Our theme song Haunted is by Ghost of Red Mountain, and title card artwork is by Ralph is Redacted. I'm Declan, and I've been your Dungeon Master. If you like what you heard and you want to know more about the show and the world of Romance in the Dungeon, then check us out on social media at D8 Dungeon. There is plenty of behind the scenes pictures, shenanigans, bonus content. We've other shows that are on a break, but they won't be on a break right now as I say this. I mean, right now, in terms of linear time, they're on a break, but when you're hearing this, they should be back. But who knows? Time's weird. We're back in 2 weeks' time with another brand new episode, and we're going to find out just what Twinkle actually is. Yeah, we'll see you then. Everybody good?
Yeah.
Everybody.
Oh, I have to do the ending. I was just about to go, whatever.